paint slithered in trails in the cargo bay.
We're back with you guys. We had to move the interview outside, so it may be a little noisy, but we're back. It's Matt D from Regeneration, and I'm with a couple members of At the Drive-In, and we were just talking about Napster and you guys' feelings about Lars, and basically that I guess Napster you feel is a good tool for people to just trade music.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. People should be open to it. And as far as downloading our record digitally, I'm super excited about it. I think it's neat. It's new technology. It gives kids a creative chance to make their own record covers out of our artwork. And there's several different things you can do with it, and I think it's cool personally. It's something I would definitely been into if I was, 10 years younger than I am and understood computers, which I don't.
Yeah, they were saying that it's basically the same thing as when deck-to-deck taping first became popular.
Exactly. There's always the people who can't afford records and need to be turned on to music through mixtapes and whatnot.
Has the inspiration to write music become easier or harder with the popularity of the band getting bigger?
It hasn't. I don't think it's affected us so far at all. But then again, we're really not that popular. It's sort of a myth. Yeah. We don't quite understand it.
Yeah, we're building the myth right now.
No, it's awesome. I mean, there's just been a lot of press and a lot of stuff going on about us, but it really hasn't equated to selling a ton of records, which we're totally fine with.
Right.
We're very happy just doing what we do, and whatever happens, happens.
Could you tell us what happened with the security guard in Philly?
Go for it.
Oh, he was just a jackass. I had lost my pass and whatnot, and I walked by him to put somebody in on the guest list, and he kind of started, he started being an asshole to me. I'm not even really sure why. And he had seen me earlier in the night or whatever, and when I walked away from him to go towards the booth to try to get someone on the list, he just started calling me a faggot and a cocksucker, and and these homophobic terms, and the only thing I told him was I was like, wow, you're a real decent human being, man. I'm glad you're in charge of security. And then he went off on this. That's what your mother said when I fucked her last night, that spick whore, and so I kind of tried to ignore him, and everyone else was tripping out on him, because he was just yelling at the top of his lungs. And I went to walk past him, and he shoved me out of the way with one big arm. And I told him, look, dude, I'll go get a pass from our tour manager, but I don't deal with people like you. I don't talk to racists. And so I walked by him, and then he hit me in the back of the head. And the guy was like 6'4" or 6'5".
No, like 6'10".
Like 6'10". He was
bigger than anybody on our tour.
And he was an older guy, with white hair and gray hairs, and
possibly an off-duty cop working.
No, he was a school
teacher.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So he punched me in the back of the head, and he roughed me up and lifted me by my jacket. I knocked his glasses off of his face, and then he just started hitting me and pulled me out of the club and out to the curb by my hair. And he had 3 people. He had Derek from the Murder City Devils, who was a pretty big guy himself, trying to tackle him, and they couldn't take him down. So I pressed charges against him, and hopefully it'll be, filed a personal criminal complaint, and hopefully I'll have a lawsuit against him. So,
right on. Yeah. You guys have run into any other problems like that on your tour?
Oh, we totaled the van.
We flipped the
van. I was in the other truck, so I missed the whole thing.
We did 360 on the freeway, hit the side, and flipped over. None of us were hurt. None of us had broken bones or anything.
It's amazing that you guys walked away from that.
Totally.
It's been a pretty crazy tour.
I got my head put through a window.
Yeah. You got a cigarette put out on your face.
I got a cigarette put out on my face.
This is our punkest tour ever.
Have you run into any assholes or just?
There's been some kind
strange.
A little obsessive people we're starting to find here and there, and you meet just whatever. Have you seen Meeting People's Easy, the Radiohead movie?
Yeah.
Remember the part where he's like, is there a Radiohead party here? And he's walking down the street, and the guy's like creep, motherfucker, come on, motherfucker, write me a song. Those people are just idiots. I don't know where they come from, but they're there. They're always around, It's scary.
Yeah.
It's totally scary. I just tell them not to be weird and walk away, hopefully, and they don't hit me or anything. But
I had this one thing happen to me that was pretty cool. When we were at Minneapolis, it was like 3 in the morning, and I was walking to this cafe, and these guys, they drive by, and I was kind of scared. They roll down the window, and they stop, they roll down the window, and they go, "Your new album sucks, motherfucker," and they drove off. And I was like, "Right on, man."
Yeah, that's the best compliment.
Yeah, totally.
It's pretty nice when you can walk down the street and someone not only knows you, but knows you enough and feels comfortable enough to come up and say that you suck.
Yeah.
They feel moved enough to...
The thing is that they don't know that we've been on tour with Rage, and you know we got way worse by thousands and thousands of people that hated us. So
Yeah.
we're actually pretty used to it by now.
How was the tour with Rage? Is that
It was like 10 times the size of playing with AFI and Good Riddance when no one knew who we were, and you know we used to walk onto stage and people would just be like, "Faggots!" And you're like,
Start
"What?"
Throwing shit at us.
We haven't even played yet. You know, come on. But the same thing would happen there. It's the same. It's meathead mentality, like closed-minded meatheads. I'm not, you know, we're not going to waste our time worrying about them. We're just going to turn up. That's it.
It's truly a great thing to get hit by your own CD.
Yeah.
To have your own CD thrown at you and just get hit on the head, it's like, there's no other feeling quite like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Are any of you guys involved in video production, or because I know you guys did your own video?
We just always mess with it.
You know,
Like we have a camera on the road, like that one, kind of.
we just play around with it.
Yeah, we just have fun.
It's like you say, the DIY ethic. You know, if you want to write a book, and you type away and you Xerox it, and if you want to put out a record, then you record on a 4-track and you make mixtapes and on double decks, and if you want to film a movie, then you buy a camera and you
Or you
have a
borrow
bunch of
a
your
camera.
friends, or you borrow a camera and you have your friends goof off. You know,
Just don't
so.
steal a camera. That's all I ask.
It's refreshing to see a music video that's not made by a major movie director or editor or production company.
I think we try to run our own shit as much as possible. It makes you tired, but I think it's worth it in the long run.
I think it's inspirational for a lot of kids out there. I think that's what
I hope so.
gravitates them towards your guys' band.
We're just paying back the bands that made us want to do this. You know, like to me, it's respect. You know.
Who are your guys' biggest influences?
No, everybody from Zeppelin.
Biscuit to
No, everybody from like Zeppelin to Fugazi to
Gang of Four and
Thelonious Monk, like
Gus's Pablo,
it's good music.
Ronnie Size,
U2, R.E.M.
salsa music, Johnny Cash,
Miles Davis.
Kraftwerk. Let's stop because we could
yeah,
go
we could go on for a really long time.
But, we've taken in from everything.
In the van, does everyone have their own headphones on, or is the van playing one song that everybody's listening to?
It depends. All the CD players got stolen in New York along with the TV, so. And then,
But I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah,
You know, we
there's
all
a
have
little
our own players, but CD players. But then there's those times when somebody puts in that tape and everybody just kind of puts them down, and
turns
goes
it
like,
up and we
right
all
on,
sing
you know?
along and we all, yeah. It's awesome.
Like friends on a road trip, It's cool. It's all it ever is.
Well, I guess that's it. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks for giving us an interview today.
Thanks a lot.
Right
All
on.
right.
Thanks.
Take care.
All right.
See ya.